Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. I think we'll wait a while until we wait for everyone to join us. So we wonder what time zone everyone's in because currently in Japan it's 9 a.m. But
Maybe in the
Maybe,
US,
yeah.
it's in the evening. So good
Maybe.
evening to the people from the United States.
yeah, and we hope it's like not super late in your time zone because we don't want you to be like sacrificing your sleep times. And this live will be archived, so if it's like super early in the morning, like I don't know, 3 a.m., or if it's like midnight, by no means please sleep. It will be archived, so don't worry. And
Oh, it's midnight from Portugal. Thank you for joining us.
midnight. You can sleep at any time. Like this live is like probably going to go on for like an hour. 7 p.m. is a good time. 8 p.m. is also good. 4 p.m. is not bad as long as you're not working. Hi from London, Mexico. So hopefully it's not like a super bad time for everyone.
Wow, 1 a.m. in Switzerland.
You can sleep. But I mean, we'd love to have you here because we'd be able to answer your questions like during the live. So if you have any questions, you can always send them in. Oh, 8 a.m. in the Philippines. We have a pretty close time. What is time difference? 8 a.m.
Just want to know.
3 a.m.
In Turkey.
No.
Wow.
Midnight. I think we can start
Yes.
now. So to start off again, hi everyone. I'm Asako from the Hobonichi Techo team, and next to me is
I'm Tamae from Hobonichi Techo team, and I recently joined the team last year in August, and I'm in charge of international market. And today I'm supporting Asako side by side and also checking your questions and comments. So we look forward to receiving many.
yeah. We'd love to like answer your questions during this live. So feel free to send anything in. So I think we'll start our live. So to start off, I thought I'd explain like why we have the spring lineup in the first place. So the reason why we have a spring lineup is because we have our April start techos. So the April start techos isn't like something unique to Hobonichi or anything. It's actually quite common here in Japan. And that being school and fiscal years in Japan start in April. So like if in your country school starts in September, you want like a September start techo, the same thing happens in Japan as well. So we have April start techos, and the ones we offer is the A6 original April start techo in Japanese, and this original one comes as a Sunday start as well. And then we also have the A5 cousin April start, also in Japanese only. And we also have all the weeks designs that came out with the September launch will be available as Japanese April starts. So while you might not be familiar with like the April start concept, it's like a perfect way if you started your techo in January and you feel like you want to add another type of techo, then the April start's like a perfect timing to start. Or if you started a techo in January but you aren't actually feeling it, April is like, I don't know, it's still a third into the year, so it's a good time to switch up if you're not feeling it. And also, if you missed out on any weeks designs in January, then you can start out by using the April start ones. Although it will be in Japanese, it still has like the same format and everything. And we asked for you to send in some questions on Instagram beforehand, and we received a question whether the paper for the April start techos will be white or cream. So the 8 weeks techos will be the April start weeks techo will be available with the new Tomoe River S paper starting this spring. And the color, however, will still be cream because when we started off the the weeks book like back in 2011, we wanted the weeks to be something that's portable and you can carry around outside with you. So the cream's like easy on your eyes and it's easier to read outside. So that's why we chose the cream paper variant for the week's book. So although the paper will be changing to Tomoe River S, the color will still be the same. So with the week's book changing to the new Tomoe River S paper, all the books you see over here use the new Tomoe River S paper. However, some of the accessories, like the notebooks, they still use the previous ones, so we'll be talking more about that like when we introduce them to you. So without further ado, oh, I also forgot to mention, so because we wanted everyone to have the same experience as the January start Techo September launch, all the covers that newly joined the lineup with the September launch will be available with the spring lineup that starts sales on February 1st. So I think we're going to be showing you the covers, which I think everyone wants to see the most. So the first cover series we're introducing is Keiko Shibata's series. So Keiko Shibata is an illustrator and children's book author, and we actually collaborated with her in the 2023 lineup, but that was for the Loft exclusive series with the Pandorobo. So she produces a lot of children's books like this. You might have seen this in some of her previous previews from last year, but this is like a very popular children's book series here in Japan, and she's the author for this book. But more recently, this year, we asked Keiko Shibata if we can use her artwork for the user manual pamphlet that comes with every Techo books. So you can see like we used her artwork here. And the reason why we asked her is because we wanted to make a universal user manual pamphlet, and we wanted like an artwork that has universal appeal. So that's why, and her artwork is really humorous, and I don't know, it's so charming. So we asked her if we can use it, and she was kind enough to say yes. So some of you might be familiar with her work already. So this is the Keiko Shibata lineup. So I think we'll start off with the A6 original size. So the A6 original is called Bread Floating in the Wind, and you can see these 3 cats that are lined up all floating on a piece of bread. And if you see the cat's expressions, it's really cute. Yori onegaishimasu. So you can see like this cat has a really cute expression. This yellow one as well. And the red cat is also riding on a piece of bread. And you can see like these yellow strokes. So all the covers coming out with Keiko Shibata's designs are chosen from her artwork drawn under the theme of wind. So this one also shows like them like gliding through the sky. And so these streaks of yellow kind of just depict like the wind gusting through them, which I think adds a really nice touch. And she's drawn this with oil pastels, so we chose a polyester material that best depicts the strokes of the brush strokes really well. So, yori mo ikkai onegaishimasu. So you can see like all the strokes. It's not just like solid blue, but you can see the streaks going through, which I think really adds to the cover. And so the color of the sky extends to the butterfly stoppers as well. Hiki de onegaishimasu. Extends to like the pen holders on both sides. And then when you turn to the inside, it's in this really muted beige color. And you can also see that the pocket on the inside is a continuation of the sky illustration on the front. And another cute thing about this cover is the bookmarks. So these use like a different material than our normal bookmarks. And they're like a suede-like bookmark with a really soft touch. And we chose these colors because they're reminiscent of bread, so like the crust and the inside. So it kind of has like a link to the illustration on the front. And you might see this elephant peeking through. This is actually what we call the brand card. So it's where we introduce everyone to the profile of the artist we worked with. So in this case, we used her elephant illustration for it, which I think is really cute if you like keep it in the pocket here, like this. So that is the A6 original cover called Bread Floating in the Wind. And next up, we have the Gentle Breeze in a Dandelion Field cover. So this is the A5 cousin size. And when you open it up, you can see that it's really a piece of art, really. So you can see the bear and cat like gazing dreamily at all the dandelion fluff that is floating around. And because like when you look at this piece of art, you can really feel like how spacious it is. So that's why we chose this artwork especially for the A5 cousin size. So it's a really beautiful color. Again, it has that polyester material that really brings out her brush strokes really well. So you can see like even the navy on the back, it's not just solid navy, it has these streaks going through. As I mentioned earlier, this is also what was I going to say? From the Wind series as well.
We just got a question about the material, cover material.
Oh,
What's the cover material made of?
It's made of polyester, but it's a polyester that shows like the strokes of the brushwork really well. I don't know if you can see.
I hope you can see the details.
It's quite sturdy, I guess. So these are the dandelion fluffs you can see. And then when you turn to the inside, you can see that the inside is in this creamy yellow color. And the dandelion fluff and the night sky also extends to the pen holders and the inner pocket as well. So it's a continuation to the inside. And the bookmarks for this cover is also really cute. So it has this green and white bookmarks, which is reminiscent of the stem and like the dandelion. And the charms on this is really cute. I'm not sure if you can see. This one is like the dandelion flower, and this one is like a dandelion fluff. So I think it also adds a really nice touch to the cover. So that's the A5 cousin size cover. And lastly, this one is another cute one. It's called Fluffy Floating Kittens. And again, this is from the Wind series, and you can see these two kittens that are being blown away by the wind. So if you look closely, you can see that all its fur is like really fluffy and like blown by the wind, and their faces it's like an indescribable face, but it's such a cute expression they both have. And this one is actually, it uses rayon with like a canvas-like feel to it. So if you have a Tomitaro Makino Weeks, it's the exact same material, but because it's like a canvas, it really shows the strokes of our artwork well as well. And you can see that the green isn't just solid, but it's green that Shibata colored in with brush. And then the back is kept really simple. It just has her signature on the bottom left corner. And this one is only available as a April start Japanese version weeks book. So
We just have a question about the clear cover. Can you put a clear cover on it? Weeksのclear cover ありますか?
I think, yeah, we only have the stripe one, but I'm only going to do it on one side, but you can use it with a clear cover as well. So I think we'll move on to lineup of accessories next. So we also have like a few accessories that we will be bringing out with this spring start lineup. And so I think we'll start off with the pencil boards. So these pencil boards are also picked out from her Keiko Shibata's Wind series. So, and we have the A6 original size, the A5 cousin size, and the weak size. So pencil boards, again, are something common in Japan, but we put it underneath our papers so that it adds like a nice reinforcement and provides a comfortable writing experience. So I think we'll start with the A6. It's really hard to pick up from this tray. So this is the A6 original, and it's called Upwind alpacas. And you can see that the long necks of the alpacas are tilted by the wind, and they all have these like really.
Each one has a different expression.
Expressions, yeah. They all have a fun look to it, and although it's like bright pink, because it's a pencil board, I think it's easy to like carry around. So even if you have like a simple cover, you can add like a fun pop of pink to it with this pencil board. And on the back, again, it's so hard to pick. I can't do it. Okay. Here we are. So this is the back side. So it's white, and it has that same fuchsia pink for her signature. And we also, these pencil boards also come with a Today tab on the top so that you can also use it as a bookmark. And this one is pink on this side, but it's a different color on this side. So moving on to the A5 cousin size one. So you can see these mice in a tulip field. And this one is called Swaying Tulips. So you can see all these mice. Again, the tulips are a bit swayed because of the wind. And you can see that there's a mice that's flown away because of the wind. And again, this is a really, really cute pencil board. And the back of this, did it the first time, of this pencil board is green, and it has like a pink Today tab on the top. And there are like the dots of the 1 centimeters. It's also pink as well. So this is the A5 cousin, which is also really cute. And the last one is called Wind Gust During a Stay Command. So this one shows a beagle that's obediently sitting down and like obediently doing the wait command, but then a sudden gust of wind is blown. So you can see that his ears have flapped, as well as, what's that like chubby part of a dog's like mouth hole? It's like, it's so fun to touch, but then you can see that it's sort of swayed by the wind as well as its whiskers. So again, this is a really, really cute week's book. Not week's book, week size pencil board. And you can see the strokes of the brush strokes as well. And the back of this one is orange with the blue Today tab on the top. So that is the pencil boards. So next up we have the Hobonichi plain notebook, but with Keiko Shibata's illustration on the front. So the Hobonichi plain notebook is a notebook with grid paper inside, and it lays flat like a Hobonichi Techo. And it's perfect to add like a supplement to your Techo, or if you just want to use it as a notebook, this is like a perfect choice. And the pages are divided into 4 sections with the use of like different grid colors. It might be hard to see with this light, but this page is red, for example. This one is blue. and then green, and purple. It's very subtle, but you can use it to divide your notebook into 4 sections and use it for different purposes. And this one uses the previous Tomoe River paper. So the artwork used for this one is called Who Is It? And you can see these cats all lined up at the door, peeking through the door. Again, it's a fun piece of art, and the expressions are really cute as well. And the back of this one is red, so it uses the same red color as the front door. So this one's a nice one to have. You can also use it with one of Keiko Shibata's covers as well, because the plain notebooks fits any of the covers of their like each size. So this one's like A6 original size, so it fits any of the original size covers. So that's the A5 size, and we also have the this one's the A6 size, and we also have the A5 size as well. And this is the same, but it uses the Tomoe River paper, and it has the grid in the inside, and it's divided into 4 colors, just like the ones I showed you earlier, and the back is red as well.
So we receive a question through stories that can we put both planner and both book and plain notebook.
Oh, I see.
In the cover. So can we try?
Yeah,
that?
we can try. Okay, I think we'll start off by removing the cover on this side. So normally you do this with like an avec or the day free that has like the same thickness. So it's like half the thickness of a techo. So it'll be like this. Or maybe you want to do it the opposite side so that you can see the front cover of the plain notebook. But when it's, it's quite tight. It's quite bulky, to be honest. And I mean, this is all new, so the pages haven't fluffed up yet. So, I mean, it's doable, but it might be a bit tight, like not just might, it will be quite tight at the end of the year, I think. And also, it's quite heavy, so it looks like, I don't know, it looks like a really thick book at this point. But it's doable. Hope that answers your question. So I think that's, it's not too big with only the notebook. Can I try it again?
Yes.
So can you, hang on. It's actually nerve-wracking. Oh! Trying to do this cover setup. So this is the cover with just the plain notebook, but as you can see, it's not too, it's not too big. It fits really well. So you can of course use it like on its own with Keiko Shibata's cover. I think it'll be really cute too. You can even add the pencil board as well. So yeah, that's the cover.
And the same with the original version.
Oh, thank you.
I put plain notebook.
Okay. So this is the A6 original with just the plain notebook. Again, it's not baggy or anything. It has a really nice fit. So we can really recommend it. Okay, so I think next we'll be moving on to the Tragen cover. We can still answer questions at the end of the live, so don't worry. So the Tragen cover, we received a lot of positive feedback on our common social media, but this is the Tragen series. And so we created this cover series because we wanted to make a techo cover where you can carry like a few pens with your techo and not just one. So I think I'll start off by showing you the A6 original size. So this is the Tragen, and the reason why we called it Tragen is because Tragen means to carry in German. Totally not pronounced this way. I'm not gonna try it, but it means to carry in German, and it really matched with the concept of this cover, so that's why we named it this way. So as you can see, it's a trifold cover that opens and closes with magnets. So can you see? So it's really easy to open and close, and it opens like this. And one of the biggest characteristics of this cover is that it has a really big pocket on the front. So this is the pocket. You can see that it's gusseted, so you can fit in a lot in the cover. We'll be trying out like how many pens we can fit in later on. But the inside of this pocket is polyester, but the outside is this nylon material that has a really cotton-like feel, and it has a really elegant sheen. I'm not sure if you can see on camera.
There's some concern that I wonder if the magnet would interfere with the writing experience.
Good question. Basically, the magnet will be, when you open it up, one of the magnets won't interfere where you're writing it with, because it's the part that won't touch when you're writing. But I don't know. It doesn't feel. Do you feel the magnet? It's not so. Maybe like in the earlier pages you might, but it's not like extremely bulky that it's like super different to all the other Techo covers. Obviously, if you add a lot in the pockets here, then depending on what you put inside these pockets, that might interfere with what you're writing, but not so much the magnets because it's on the outside of the cover. So, and then there's a layer of the front cover of the Techo book you're using. So, yeah. And
is it water repellent?
yeah, this cover is water repellent, but it's not waterproof. So I get it's not totally waterproof. So, and we also received a question beforehand asking whether you can wash it, but we don't recommend washing it, but if your cover does get dirty, if you can like bring a towel and put water and wring it out and then like sort of dab on it, then that's how you can like keep it clean. So another part, so I mentioned the materials is nylon with an elegant sheen, and it also has this leather parts that are used in some parts of this cover. So this zipper pull is made from leather, as well as the small tab at the bottom right corner of here. It has an illustration of a pen. So this is made with leather, and on the back is also another leather tag here. And now that we're looking at the back, we also have a large pocket on the back side as well, so you can add like things like postcards or paper or things like that.
Is the zipper easy to open?
Yeah, I say so. You can open and close it like this. I think it's really easy to open and close. And to go back to the leather question, we also use leather on the inside as well. So to the leather patch, there's a leather patch that goes over the magnet, as well as a leather card pocket and a pen hook. So this is actually pen hook. So what you do with it is it won't actually fit a pen unless it's like super skinny, but you can use it by putting the pen clip through it. And you can close it like this.
And we received many comments if can we
Oh,
fit
yeah.
on the cover, so let's try
Okay.
it later.
So I think we'll like show you all the cover sizes at first, and then we'll try out like lots of variations later. So the A6 size comes with 4 card pockets on the left-hand side. So moving on, this is probably the Tragen cover that will have the most space, but this is the A5 size. But again, even though it's large, it's really light. The cover itself is really light, I forgot to mention. And when you open the pocket, you can see that this one has a lot of space as well. And it has a gusset to it, so you can fit a lot inside. Again, this cover opens and closes with magnets. And on the back, there's another large pocket where you can keep things like postcards. And when you open it up, it looks like this. This one has 5 pockets on the left-hand side. And then once again, this one has a leather pocket on the right-hand side, as well as a pen loop to keep a pen by its clip. So that is the A5 cousin size. And lastly, we have the weeks size. So the week size can fit longer pens inside. And again, it has the gusset. And the inside looks like this. So the week size has 5 pockets on the left-hand side. And again, it comes with the leather pockets. And it also has that pocket on the back as well, like so. And the inside is beige, so again, as a whole, it has a really elegant look to it. So I think we'll be answering your questions of whether it fits the hon. So let's try it out.
Let's try it out.
So we actually did try this out beforehand, and the hon will fit if you use it by sliding in just the back cover of the hon inside, like so. So we've actually added a few things in this cover right now. So you can see it's quite a tight fit, but it does fit. However, this hon is really new, so the pages haven't puffed up yet. So depending on how much you paste in it, it might get super thick at the end of the year, but that's the same for any cover, I guess. So yeah, it does fit, but as long as you use it with one side of the cover put into it.
So shall we try A5?
Yep.
I think that's well.
So this is the A5 size and the A5 size hon. So these covers have a slightly larger fit than our standard covers because we wanted you to be able to put in lots in the pockets. But this is what it looks like with the hon inside. So again, it fits like this. So, but depending on how much you paste in it, it might get a bit more bulky towards the end of the year.
So another question we received about Tragen through the story is how many pens can we fit into Tragen cover? So
let's try. So
This is
here's
the
the original cover. So and we brought a lot of pens here. So 1 pen. This is the preppy, by the way. 2, 3. Obviously, if you put in loads, it'll look quite bulky. How many did I put in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it still closes without it looking bulky. I think it looks really flat. So, to be honest, it can fit in more, I guess. But maybe we can try things like washi tape as well. Okay, this might be a bit much, but it still does fit. But again, the more you put things with a width to it in it, the more bulky you'll get. But still, because the cover is very, very light, it's still very as a whole, it's very light and easy to carry around. So, but when you look at the inside, it still has room for a bit more, I guess. So if you want to put in things like kita or things like that, like you can slash it in as well.
Maybe I will put a lipstick.
Oh yeah, true. Like it doesn't have to be stationary. Like you can put in things like what you said inside. So things you want to carry around with your techo, like daily essentials. So that's what it looks like with the original.
Yes. And for A5, we already put things inside.
Oh,
so
okay. Let's take it out. Okay. So this Tragen cover already has stuff in it, but you can see it's not like bulky or anything. It looks quite smart still as well. And then inside we have the deco rush, we have a glue tape. Again, these normally won't fit in like a normal techo cover because it has a lot of width. And then we have a lot of pens as well. So we have 6 pens inside here, but I feel like you can fit a lot more inside. And also on the inside, you can use these card pockets to put in things like stencils or kita washi tape. These are pre-cut washi tapes. Or sticky notes and like stickers and things like that on the pocket on the left side. And you can also use this pocket to like add a notebook. This is the Hobonichi memo pads we have, but you can also keep it in the pocket here.
We received a question about the pen roof, if it's removable, but it's not actually.
Oh, the pen. Oh, maybe the leather one? Maybe this one? But I'm not sure if we can take it off or not. I might have to ask someone else later. But the loophole here is quite large, so I think if you can add your own key and chain to this part of the zipper pull. I hope that answers the question.
Yes.
And I think we received a question before for the week size as well, yeah. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
If we can put Weeks Mega?
The Weeks Mega inside. So to answer your question, yes, the Tragen cover will fit the Weeks Mega as well. So let's try. So this is the Weeks Mega. You can see it has thickness. So yeah, you can comfortably fit a Weeks Mega inside. Quite snug. It has a very nice fit.
We also received question on if we can put multiple Weeks.
Okay. So let's try putting a standard Weeks in this side. So looks like this. And it does close, but again, with the hon, it might be a bit tight at this stage. So maybe you can put in 2 weeks, but if it's with a Weeks Mega and a standard Weeks, it might be a bit tight. And I think we also received a question about the sneaker Mega.
Yes.
So the sneaker is, again, a Mega type techo, and this one fits comfortably as well, like so. It has a really comfortable fit. We hope that answers your question. We can also answer it at the end of the live as well. And I think beforehand, we also received a question about whether you can put in the hon with the clear cover. So I think we'll try that now. So this is the hon, and I'm going to put the clear cover on it. Whoops. I'm sort of feeling nervous right now if I can fit it in nicely. Yes, so this is the hon with the clear cover on, and you can put it inside the Tragen, like it does fit like here, but because it doesn't like go in fully for this width of the clear cover, it might be a tighter fit. So, I mean, this one has stuff inside, so, but I guess that's how you use it. But the magnet's a bit tight if you use the hon with the clear cover. So we can also try it with the A5 cousin size as well. Again, this is the hon with the clear cover on. If you slide it in, it's slightly tighter because it has these edges coming out. And yeah, it fits. But I'm not sure if it fit like towards the end of the year or if you add a lot of things in the pockets.
We just received comment if we
Take
the pen out.
True.
I just
Maybe also this one had a lot of things in the pockets as well. So yeah, it does fit. I guess it fits better, but it might be a bit, yeah, I guess for this, I think you can say it fits, even with the clear cover on. But then I think you'd also want to carry the pens with this cover, so I guess it depends on like what you want to focus on for your cover. So that is the Tragen series. So I think that's all. Next up, we have the Mina perhonen piece series. So this cover is actually available through what we call lottery sales. So you can start applying for the lottery sales starting February 1st, and the applications are open up until February 21st, 11 a.m. Japan time. So please be careful because it's 11 a.m. Japan time, so I have a feeling that some of you might, for some of you, it might be the 20th or a different date. So please check like on the internet to see which time it actually is. So, and you can also visit our website and see each product detail page to see details about the lottery sales and how to apply and things like that. So the Mina piece series are these series of covers made of like pieces of cloth patchwork together to create an ensemble, and it's a really unique cover. So we'll start off by introducing you to the A6 original size. So this is the A6 original size piece cover, and this cover has a total of 9 textiles used. So I'm pretty sure it's really hard to see on screen, but you can see how textured these each piece is. So like jacquard weave and like embroidery. You can see all these different techniques used for each fabric, and it's really soft to the touch. So like I really want you to hold this cover because it's really nice, and I feel like having a Techo cover with a nice touch is really important because it's something you'd carry around with you for a whole year. And for example, for this cover, you can for this textile, you can see that there's actually a hole in this textile. I'm not sure if you can see. So it's like 2 layers basically. So there are a lot of like it pays a lot of attention to details. So it's a really fun cover to have. And another thing to mention is that because these covers use pieces left over from when making clothes, it like cuts out different sections of the cloth. So it might not totally look the same as this cover. For example, this cat might be a bird in some covers. And there are also variances in the pattern of the rabbits that you can see over here. So, but we really hope you enjoy like having your own unique cover, and there's like only one design that's the exact same cover as you. And when you look on the inside, it uses a pink cow leather. So it's a very pale pink. It looks, yeah, this is the color you're seeing now is probably like close to real life. And another part of this cover is that it comes with a butterfly embroidery on the right-hand pocket, as well as the bookmark charms. They're like sort of beaded bookmark charms. And the charms on the end are used in the same pink leather. So that's the original size. So moving on to the cousin size. The cousin size uses 10 textiles this time. And when you open it up, it looks like this. So again, with this cover, it has a lot of different textiles with a lot of different textures to it. So this one's very, very soft. This one's soft as well. This one's embroidered, and then these all have a different color. And the back as well. It uses all these different kinds of fabrics. And like with the original, the patterns might differ slightly. For example, these rabbits, as well as the color of the thread. There are like 2 patterns you might receive. So this one, so the cover you receive might not be exactly the same as this one as well. And there's also like different pattern for this section of the cover. So we really hope you enjoy meeting your own unique cover. And the cover interior for this one is light blue. Again, cow leather. And it has that butterfly embroidery. Comes with 2 beaded bookmarks, one in yellow and one in a smoky green. And the charms on the end are blue as well. So that is the A5 cousin size cover. And this is the weeks cover. So the weeks cover is different from the other 2 covers you saw earlier, and it has a zipper style. And it opens and closes with zippers. And when you open it up, it looks like this. So for this week's cover, it uses 9 different textiles, again with different textures. And again, it has variances, like the butterfly and the rabbit on this textile, it might be opposite depending on which cover you receive. But it's really textured, and it's a really fun cover to have, like so. And when you look at the inside of this cover, you can see it has a very different feature. The biggest one being there's a zipper pocket on the inside. So it's like a wallet maybe. So even if you end up don't using it as a Techo cover, you can also use it as a wallet. It also comes with lots of pockets on the right side as well. And it comes with the butterfly embroidery on the pocket here. And also when you close it, you'd see the zip over here also has a butterfly charm on it. And the zipper pull is made with natural leather. So that's the week's cover.
We received a question on cover on these covers.
We don't recommend using a cover on cover with these covers. So moving on to another Techo cover that's available through lottery sales is the Tsuchiya Bag Factory Starter Techo roll covers. So these covers are also available through lottery sales. They start from February 1st, 11 a.m. Japan time to and the applications end on February 21st, 11 a.m. Japan time. So check out your time zone if you're interested. And we have details on the product detail page as well. So if you're interested, we hope you check it out. So these covers are made with leather. And this leather is the leather that Tsuchiya Bag Factory is famous for. It's the oil numis leather. And you can open and close this cover by unraveling the string. And it does take a bit more time than a normal cover would, but we wanted you to enjoy the process of opening and closing this cover with a string, so that's why we chose the shape. And when you open the cover, you can see it's a tri-fold cover, and over here you can fit pens inside. So for example, you can fit pens inside, and there's a flap that goes over it, so it keeps your pen from falling out. And there's also a pocket on this side, so you can fit things like cards inside. And it comes with one bookmark. On the other side is like this, and the side also has a pocket.
You might want to put fountain pen.
Oh yeah, like a fountain pen might match the overall atmosphere of this cover more. So this is what it looks like with a fountain pen inside. It looks really elegant, I think. And the inside uses pig suede. And when it's closed, the other way around. So you can unravel it like this. You can also choose just to put the string on this side if that's easier and more convenient for you. But because it's a string, it adapts to whatever you put inside the pen holders we showed you earlier, so it adapts to the thickness. So that's the A6 original size. And the A5 cousin size has the same shape.
I really like the comment saying it's like an opening a gift.
True. Oh, that's a really nice way of saying it. It is.
Your life is inside.
Yeah, your whole life book is inside this precious cover. Again, it opens like this, but the A5 cousin size offers more space. So there's a pen holder here as well.
So let's try with longer ones.
Have you tried the dual brush pens? These are super long, but because it's the A5 size, it fits inside. So if you like drawing and adding color to your spreads, then this might be a really good option. And you can also fit pens here. And we also have a pocket here, which fits things like erasers. I think I saw an eraser earlier. Oh, thank you. So it fits an eraser here. And it opens and you can put a flap over it. And then on this side, there's another pocket. The A5 size offers more pockets. So there's one here, and one here. It's actually separated in the middle. And on the right side, there are more pockets as well. So there's the two pockets for cards, and there's also a larger pocket over here, like so. And again, this cover comes with one bookmark. And because it closes with a string, it adapts to anything you've added in the pen holders.
It is a new type of cover.
Oh, we actually, I think this is our third year Factory. We collaborated with Tsuchiya Bag Factory, and yeah, so it's actually not new. We've had it for a while. And I forgot to mention earlier, but all of these starter tetra roll covers come with this bookmark, and it's something inside. We have this card, which we call the starter phrases card. So it's something where you write like a quote that you don't want to forget, or something, a word that's special to you, or something that's close to your heart, and then you can keep it inside the bookmark, and you can keep it inside your cover or use it as a bookmark like so. So this comes with every Tsuchiya Bag Factory starter tetra roll cover. And lastly is the weeks cover. This one has a slightly different interior to the other two sizes. So it looks like this. And again, you open and close it by unraveling it. And you can see that for this cover, it comes with a zipper pocket here, so you can use it like a wallet. The inside looks like this. And on the other side, it comes with a pocket, as well as pockets to keep cards inside. And there's also a pen holder over here. So this is the week size, and again, this cover is available through lottery sales, so if you're interested, we hope you check it out on our website. So that's the Tsuchiya Bag Factory covers. So I think we've introduced you to all the covers. So if you have any questions regarding to the covers we showed you today, or like just a question in general, I don't know, we might be answering them for like 10 minutes.
We just received one question about original and cousin cover by Shibata Keiko. If Hon can fit in this covers.
We can try it. So these are the Keiko Shibata covers. And currently we have the plain notebook inside. This live will be archived, so you can re-watch any parts as well. So we have the plain notebooks inside, but we're going to try it out with the hon inside. I'm not too sure about this, to be honest, but let's try it out.
Yeah.
So
And
this is,
A6.
again, I think we can try it by adding one side. It's quite tight. Oh, I did it. It actually fit. I don't think it'll fit with both covers like inside, but if you just add one side of the cover and I don't know, maybe close it with like a band or something, you might be able to fit the hon inside a Keiko Shibata cover. And then we can also try it with the A5 cousin size. Again, I think I'll try it by adding just one side because it's very tight. Oh. It actually, this one, it's still quite tight. And again, this hon is really new, so the pages haven't thickened yet, and yet it's still quite tight. So, and we made the hon because we wanted you to be able to use it without a cover. So, but I mean, it's doable again. Hope that answers your question. Oh, and yes, we received a question. And the spring lineup will go on sale on February 1st at 11 a.m. Japan time. So depending on where you live, it might not be February 1st. So we hope you check it out, like the time zone differences. Thingy-majig. Yeah. So that's that.
Yes, we hope answered all
Oh,
the questions.
I hope we answered all your questions. We can wait a little more if you have any other questions, but if you're okay, then. Hi. So I think we'll finish our live by going over the brief basics of the spring lineup. So the spring lineup will go on sale on February 1st, 11 a.m. Japan time, and we'll be bringing back all the cover designs for the week's book that joined our lineup with the September launch as January start versions with the spring lineup, but as April start versions. And two things to mention about them is that the April start version weeks are only available in Japanese, and also the April start Japanese weeks books will be using the new Tomoe River S paper. So those are the two things that are worth mentioning. And the covers for the Mina perhonen piece covers and the Tsuchiya Bag Factory covers are available through lottery sales. And there's like an application limit. So that's on February 21st. So if you want to know more details about that, you can check that on our website. And yeah.
We received several additional questions. Is it available in the store? I mean, maybe in Hobonichi?
In the store? It will also be available in our Hobonichi stores in Japan. So if you happen to, I don't know, maybe be visiting Japan, they'll be available in Hobonichi starting February 1st as well.
And are the bookmarks on the A6 kits on red cover leather?
They're not leather. They look like suede, but they're actually a different material. They have a very soft touch, but this one's not leather.
And we forgot to mention other accessories.
Oh yeah.
Keiko Shibata.
These accessories aren't like a Hobonichi original design or anything, but they're from Keiko Shibata's shop. So, I don't know which one to start. Let's start off with the letter paper. So this letter paper has the same beagle that's on the week size pencil board, and it has this sort of like dimmed area in the middle where you can write a message. And one thing worth mentioning is that this paper might cause feathering depending on the pen you use, or it might bleed through, so we recommend you test it out a bit before you start writing it. So that's a letter pad. And then this is the Donuts Pentagon letter set, and it comes with a lined ruled paper to write a letter, and then it also comes with a envelope. So this is, you can see the character on the bottom, and this donut over here is where you'd put your stamp on. So that's the Donut Pentagon letter set. And then we also have this message card set. So one is Mr. Elephant. This one is Mr. Elephant, and this one is Kitty Cat. And it's a set of these message cards and the envelopes, and you can write like a really short message on the back, like so. And you can put it inside the envelope to send it as a little gift. And this one comes as the cat design as well. So yeah, those are the accessories. So I think
we also answered all the questions.
We've answered all your questions. So we'll be ending live here. So once again, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our live. And this live will be archived so you can watch back and like see all the details. And we hope you look forward to buying the spring lineup starting February 1st. So I think.
Yeah, thanks so much for
Thank you.
joining us today.
So thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a good day or sleep. I don't know. Depending on where you live. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.